Assalamu alaikum, Sheikh.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
In a previous question, we discussed the importance of Salat Taraweeh in the masjid. Now, some masajid pray 20, some pray 8. What is the actual sunnah to pray? I mean, are they both correct, or one is more closer to the sunnah or not?
Jazak Allah Khayr. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, salatu wassalam, rasulillah, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man walahu ba'd. Let me start by saying this. This should not be a reason for the community to be divided, for us to label one group as bid'ah or mubtadi' or wrong or right. So those who believe in praying 20 will say if you pray 8 you're wrong, you're not following the sunnah. Or those who pray 8, they will say the people who pray 20 or 23 or 21, or even in Malikiyah said 36. Okay, you tell this is bid'ah. This is not correct, this approach. When we look at what the Prophet ﷺ did, Aisha radiallahu anha, she said when she was asked about, see, the Tabi'een asked Aisha radiallahu anha a very interesting question. They said, how was the Prophet ﷺ's prayer? And when she answered, she said, قَلْ لَا تَسْأَلْنِي عَنْ حُسْنِهِنَّ وَطُولِهِنَّ. She focused on the quality of the prayers, and she did not focus on the numbers of rak'ah.
Yes.
We became so artificial today and focus only in the numbers. We don't even, this hadith do not inspire us to focus on the quality of the prayer.
Right.
His sujood almost equal to his ruku' equal to his qiyam, and it's so beautiful. His recitation is so calm, so beautiful. Focus on the salah. That's the essence of the salah. You know, it's not how many, it's not a technical thing.
Right.
It's not a check, you know, a box that I want to check.
Yes.
That, unfortunately, that's became more of the attitude of people today towards Salat Taraweeh.
Right.
I'll prefer for you to pray 5 rak'ahs to perfect them than to pray 36 or to pray 21 or 23. Because Taraweeh or Qiyam al-Layl, or all the same name, or Salat al-Witr, just this concept is the same, which is a prayer that you do in the night, end up with an odd number. That's what it is. But in Ramadan, we always try to make it different than the rest of the year because it's longer, it's in congregation, you know, so that's what differentiates Taraweeh from the rest of the Qiyam al-Layl in the year.
Yes.
As for the number of the salah, if we look at the Prophet ﷺ's practice, as Aisha radiallahu anha said, she said, he prayed 4, then he made witr with 3. So that means 11. And also look at the Sahaba who prayed with the Prophet ﷺ. They said the Nabi ﷺ prayed 11. And Aisha radiallahu anha, she said the Nabi ﷺ never prayed in Ramadan or outside Ramadan 11. But what more than 11. Yes. More than 11, sorry. But what Aisha radiallahu anha here saying this, because people thought that in Ramadan we must do something extra. But Aisha was trying to tell the people who were asking her, in Nabi ﷺ, the quality of his prayer was as good in Ramadan as well as outside Ramadan.
Focus on the quality, not the quantity. Right?
Yeah, it is always 11.
Right.
If you think that's too little, but still 11. But the quality was so high. Okay, because some people want to pray the whole entire night. And with so many rak'ah, 300 rak'ah, or 100 rak'ah, whatever they want to pray. That's not how the Prophet ﷺ prayer was. It was the same amount of number of rak'ahs, but the quality was so high, was so good. So we see from here that the Nabi ﷺ prayed 11 rak'ah. If you want to look at the sunnah, what the Prophet ﷺ did, that's what he did. And Umar radiallahu anh, in the beginning, when he gathered people behind Ubay, he ordered them to pray 11 rak'ah as well. طيب, where the 20 came from? The 20 came from because there is another narration that Umar radiallahu anh ordered them to pray 20, then to pray the witr after that. So you have 23 rak'ahs total. So this narration that he ordered them to 20, there is a debate over the authenticity of it.
Okay.
Is it authentic or not? Even though the one that's 11, it's very authentic and it is agreed upon, or it's higher authentic than the 20. The 20, there is a debate over the authenticity, but it's very popular and many of the fuqaha have accepted. And that's why the majority of the fuqaha took what Umar radiallahu anhu did in the 20 as the base. And that's in the four madahib. You know, it's very popular among them. The Malikiyya said 36. There is a narration explained to us why these numbers increased. In the one narration is fi Sahih ibn Hibban, that they start with 11. Then it was very long prayer. They pray from Isha all the way near Fajr. So Umar radiallahu anh want to make it easy for the people, so he asked them to break it down. So instead of one rak'ah, for example, 30 minutes, let's break it to 15 minutes. So the 2 became 4, and the 4 became 8, and so forth. So he increased it. And also became too long, so they increased the number and shortening the prayer. And that's where the 20 came from, to make it easier for people to pray. Which shows you that the Sahaba did not understood from the Sharia and from the practice of the Prophet ﷺ that the number are intent for itself. There is flexibility on how many rak'ah. That's why they changed from 11 to 20 or from 10 to 20 and so forth. Also they found out later on that the people of Mecca, when the break comes in the 4 rak'ah, they go and they make tawaf around the Kaaba. So the people of Mecca add the tawaf in the break. So the people of Medina became jealous. And they said, how come that they add to their salah and the qiyam al-layl? So what they did, let's add more rak'ah to our salah.
Okay.
And it became 36. That's why Malik said 36, because he found the people of Medina doing that. And originally it's doing this because they were competing in goodness. All these narrations shows one fact, which is the Sahaba did not understand that the number is tawqifi, then the number of salah is intent for itself. And they understood that the numbers are irrelevant. You can pray 5, you can pray 11, you can pray 20, you can pray 30, you can pray 50, it doesn't matter. What matters is what people agreed upon, what people will be comfortable with. But the closest thing to the Sunnah is 11, the practice of the Prophet. Right. But also the Prophet said, Salatul Layli mathna mathna. Night prayer is 2 rak'ah, 2 rak'ah. فَمَنْ خَشِيَ الْفَجْرِ يُتْرْ بِوَاحِدٍ. If you come to near Fajr, you pray 1 rak'ah. So that statement from the Prophet ﷺ, it gives the permissibility for us to increase our salah. But you might say, Aisha said he never increased, he never prayed more than 11 in Ramadan or outside Ramadan. What Aisha is saying, what she have witnessed. But we know Nabi ﷺ did not spend all his nights in Aisha's house. And also we have narrations where Aisha said, I woke up in the night and I found the Nabi ﷺ praying. So here we see that she found the Prophet. She doesn't know how many prayer he was praying before she wake up. So what she was trying,
she knew, that's
what she knows. And Aisha radiallahu anha made the statement before that he never did this or he never did that, and he did. Like he said, he never urinated standing. But we have authentic hadith. But that's what she knew, or she was referring in my home. He never urinated standing, for example, or what she knows. But not solely to be the case. And Nabi Sallallahu said it clearly. Qiyam al-Layl or night prayer is 2 rak'ah, 2 rak'ah. The best, no doubt, is to stick with the 11, in my opinion, and to make the salah in a way that is accommodate people. So if people go to work next day and you're praying late, or this is what gonna make majority of people attend the salah, do it. But don't make it too short. Some of the fuqaha rahimahullah said, don't make it less than 5 ayah, 10 ayah. But the best answer was the Imam Ahmad answer. He said, make the length of the salah according to what people can take.